Hey guys, so what we're going to do today is something a little bit different. We are going to actually talk about giveaways. A lot of channels, what they'll do, they'll have different giveaways for when they reach certain milestones. Usually it's a hat or a t-shirt or something like that. So what we've done is we've purchased a t-shirt machine off of Amazon. The link will be in the description, and I'll give you a little bit of a screenshot of the Amazon page at where it came from. Those big expensive ones aren't in my price range, so we went with one of the cheaper models, but as you'll see, it seemed to work pretty good. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna head down to my sister-in-law's shop and we're gonna go ahead and make some t-shirts, and then we'll come back here and close out the video. Hit the like and turn on your notifications so you'll know when our next video comes out. All right, thanks for joining us, guys. We're here at Cutting Edge Signs and Graphics in Didsbury, Alberta. They pretty much hook us up with everything that we do. Banners, pictures, vinyl, all that stuff. So what we've asked them to do is make us some Paradox Alberta t-shirts. So what they've done is they've given me the space to put them together. However, what they did do was they made our Paradox Alberta logo so that we can heat press it onto a shirt. Now this heat press we got off Amazon. You can get them anywhere from $250 to, I'm sure you could probably get one that's $10,000. I'm not sure, that's way above my pay grade. But the one that we got, I will put the link in the descriptions and a quick screenshot right here. And ours came with a cup for doing coffee cups. And it also came with one for doing baseball caps. And it also came with one for plates. I don't have enough room on the table to show you that one, but it's just a round disc. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna measure up the shirt, make sure that it's ironed. So all you do is you put the shirt on the pad, and then you press it with nothing on it. That'll iron the shirt out for you. Then you wanna measure to make sure you're centered in the center of the shirt and how far down you wanna be. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then we're gonna press it and see where it goes from there. All right guys, everything's measured. All we've done is we've placed the vinyl on top of the shirt, and we've pressed it down so that it doesn't shift while we're actually doing the heat treatment. So then what we're going to do is make sure that our temperature settings, which you can see right here, 305 degrees, we put it on a 10-second timer, but what we're going to do after that is we are going to leave it on for an additional 5 seconds, and that will adhere the vinyl to the material. So let's go ahead and give that a shot. All right, so that's the 15 seconds. Now what you want to do is you want to let it set for a second, cool down a little bit, so that the adhesiveness of it is able to take effect and be a little cool, so you're not ripping it off, the vinyl off when you rip off the backing. Once it's at a sufficient temperature to do that, it's pretty basic. You're just going to take your shirt and peel it off like so. Garbage. Not garbage. So that is the first Paradox Alberta t-shirt, and we'll hit this from some different angles real quick and then go from there. All right, so you're going to want to make sure that you're all lined up on the shirt. Measure from each side to the center of whatever it is you're putting on, and then from the top to the middle of whatever it is you're putting on. And once you get that squared away, you're all set to go ahead and do the transfer. So what you'll do then is swing the machine around. Again, we've already talked about all the timings and all that stuff. And then your 15 seconds. It'll beep 5 times. And then shut it off, lift it up, spin it around. Wait your time for it to cool down, and then we'll go ahead and peel it off, and if it all sticks on, you're good to go. All right, let's peel her off. Another perfect shirt by Paradox, Alberta. Alright, so that's it. Second t-shirt down. Obviously I'm wearing one. So the cost to do a shirt like this, if you're doing it, you know, for promos or giveaways for your channel, could be anywhere from $6 to $10, depending on where you're going to get your shirts and how much you're going to be charged for the vinyl. Vinyl could be anything from $1.50 up to, you know, $6 or $7 a shirt, depending on the size, the color, how much details into it, how much work's involved. So make sure that you try to stay as simple as possible. The person who's making it for you will really appreciate it, and get as many at once, and that way the setup fees are only going to happen for 50 shirts instead of 5, right? So yeah, we'll go over costs in the description of how much it cost me to make these shirts. All right, as discussed earlier in other videos, we will be sending a lucky subscriber one of these shirts once we hit 100 subscribers. We're halfway there, so share these videos. Leave a comment, hit the notification button. Let's get 100 subscribers so we can send somebody out one of these awesome friggin' t-shirts. Big shout out to Christina at Cutting Edge Signs and Graphics. Link in the description. Give her a shout for any of your vinyl needs. All right, so that was a fun little adventure. What we're gonna do right now is talk real quick about what's coming up. We do have some gold panning videos, some tutorials. I'm in the process of getting myself what they call a high banker. Again, we'll get into all that as we get into all that. We are going to do an editing video, what I've done, why I'm doing it. We'll talk about the cheap ways to do it and the not so cheap ways to do it. And we will also talk about some of the equipment that I'm going to be taking out into the field with me. So stick around for those videos. Do check out some of my other videos. There's lots of great information in there. All right, guys, in case you haven't seen behind me, this is a totally new background. Check out the previous videos. If this is the first one you're watching with this background, make sure that you go back and check some of my older videos out. It has the old background in it. Shout out to Quentin for all your good suggestions and help with that. Right on. Remember, subscribe, hit the like button, turn on your notifications, and if I don't see you around, I'll see you square.